Hey everyone, this is part 2 of my twin pregnancy week by week. I just got done speaking about week 17 and 18, so this one's going to be week 19 through 21 to kind of get you caught up because I have failed you as far as keeping up with my weekly updates. So let's go ahead and kind of dive right in because I don't want to make this too long. Week 19. I felt very extremely tired during week 19. I'm not sure why, but there was many days when I came home and just went to sleep at like 7 p.m. and got back up at 6 a.m. to go to work or whatever. But I think that had a lot to do with probably with just the week before. I didn't get much sleep. Again, my sleeping pattern was a little off, and so I definitely think I took week 19 to catch up on some sleep. And then of course my belly still felt stretching, it felt big, and it was starting to itch some. So I started using I had been using baby oil and coconut oil sporadically, but since my belly has been itching, which I think it's due to the stretching, plus we have really bad, we have cold weather here, so my skin gets a little dry during the cold season. So I've been using the coconut oil a lot more than I did before. And I've been taking at least 2, maybe 3, I don't want to say baths because they're not really baths, but I'm just kind of soaking in the bathtub just to relieve some pressure off my back for a little bit and just to relax. So typically I will add some type of bath oil in there, and that way when I get out of the bathtub after I'm done relaxing, I get out and my body is kind of covered with the oil, whether it be baby oil or any type of bath oil. And then I also apply the coconut oil on my stomach and any areas that could get stretch marks. So I've been doing that about 2 to 3 times a week. That's just kind of like my time. So, and sometimes, honestly, that's the only time my husband and I get to catch up. I usually try to pick days that he's home so that he can help me get out of the bathtub, because it's getting a little more difficult to, move around. And so if he's home, he's usually spending time with me, and so while I'm relaxing or whatever, he'll come in the bathroom and just kind of just sit on a chair or sit on the toilet, and we'll just sit there and talk and catch up or whatever. So it's very relaxing, but I have been doing the coconut oil as well as other lotions too. I've definitely, week 19, I started nesting, which I think it's a bit early to start nesting, but I started organizing stuff like our paperwork. I started organizing things that were in like the bedrooms because we needed to purge a lot. I did end up buying the little girl because I really didn't have much clothes for her. So I went on a yard sale site and they had like clothes, I think it was 3 to 6 months old. It was like a tote full of them for $25. So I grabbed them. And they all had tags on them still because they were from a consignment shop, and basically brand new clothes. I mean, I'm sure they were worn a few times by other people, but for the most part, I mean, they were like freaking brand new. So I definitely got stocked up on her. She's got a bunch of clothes, at least 3 to 6 months. So that was good. And then as far as, still sleeping, the dreams are they're crazy. I think that's just going to happen through the whole pregnancy, so kind of weird. And then as far as nutrition, I am still eating just a little bit of everything. I'm still craving salsa during week 19. I'm eating cereal. I'm eating hot dogs, which I usually get turkey dogs. I just was craving them. Actually, when we were in North Carolina, we went to a pretzel shop and they had like this pretzel dog thing, and for some reason I was just craving it, so I grabbed it, and I probably could have eaten like 3 of those suckers. But it was really good. But I do know with hot dogs you gotta make sure that they're cooked really good. And so if, you know, when I make them at home, they're about busting by the time they're cooked. So, and let's see. I did get some belly buds, which I have them on now, but they're basically just earbuds, headphones that you can stick on your belly and play music. And so I've been using those, and that's pretty fun because the babies, they'll move a little bit, and I'm still feeling flutters on week 19, and so it was kind of funny that they were kind of jamming out to the music. And right now I only have the music that my husband DJs with, or that my brother-in-law, he has some mixes that I downloaded. So it's kind of club stuff, so it's kind of bassy and whatnot. So I do want to eventually have me or my husband, well, both of us actually, record like maybe stories and stuff, and we can download them, and that way they can at least get used to our voices a little more. Especially my husband, because again, he's been working a lot and he doesn't really get to talk to them as much as I would like him to, and I'm sure he would love to be able to talk to them a little bit more too, but it's just one of those things that right now we're just so busy and preparing for everything that yeah, so we have to do that before they get here. So I did get those, and then I did watch my little cousin Keandre. He's 5, and he was asking about if we had any names picked out, and we do have a girl's name picked out, but we do not have a boy's name picked out, and my husband is working on the boy's name. That was his duty. I think he's got one picked out because it was suggested, and he hasn't thought of anything else. And the name that is picked out, it's kind of has a good meaning, you know, to it, so we might end up just going with that one, but we don't have a name official yet. So my little cousin said that we would just call the little boy Batman until he gets a name, which, hey, so we've been calling the little boy Batman. And then I did get to go grocery shopping for the first time in forever on week 19. My husband's been a trooper. He has been doing all the grocery shopping and a lot of the wifey duties around the house and whatnot. And week 19 I was actually able to get up and start doing things and being able to go to the grocery store and get groceries without feeling tired, or just last time I went to the grocery store I ended up puking afterwards, so that was my first trimester. So yeah, it was pretty, I hate grocery shopping, I do, but it was good to be able to finally get to go grocery shopping. Week 20, still doing the same thing, dealing with indigestion. Blech. I haven't taken anything for it. I can take Zantac, but I'm just that type of person that unless it's extreme, I don't want to take any medication at all. So, and it hasn't been too extreme, or if it does get starting to get a little bit bad, it's usually at nighttime. But once I'm asleep, it doesn't bother me. I definitely don't get woken up by it. And then the other thing with week 20 is I've been sleeping a lot better because I got this freaking huge body pillow, and I will post a picture of it at the end of the video, but it literally, it's like a horseshoe, and it comes all the way around your neck and down your legs, and then it's got areas where you can put in between your legs so that it keeps your hips and legs adjusted and whatnot, but it's open at the bottom, and so if you were to turn over, you don't have to turn the whole freaking pillow over. You just turn yourself over, readjust, but it's like sleeping on a freaking cloud, let me tell you. If you want to know where I got it, it was on Amazon, and I'll try to post the link below the video. But if I forget, please remind me. So that body pillow is like the bomb, and I would recommend it. It was only $50 too, so it wasn't much. I'm still able to eat most of anything, again, just being careful with indigestion, but as far as I've been eating semi-healthy, but not all the time. I mean, I still eat bad things, but you know, at this point, my weight has not, I've not gained a lot of weight back, and so I still have a little bit of cushion, so to speak, that, you know, I think my doctor said that I weighed 132 when I came in the very beginning in October, but I had lost a few pounds during my first trimester. So, and then the last appointment I had, I was 135. So, honestly, I've only gained a few pounds from when I started. But I guess, you know, being that I had lost a lot, but I'm still not gaining much at all. He said I'm doing pretty good, so I'm just going to continue eating when I can, taking all my medications that I need to, and just kind of going on with that, staying hydrated for sure. We did do the 20-week anatomy scan, and everything looked great. The boy did not cooperate again, but again it was a afternoon appointment. So I'm thinking during the morning appointments the boy is kind of active, which he is, but during the afternoon he's sleeping. So I don't think I'm ever going to get them two together, like cooperating together. I think it's just going to be, if I go in the mornings, I'm going to get the boy cooperating. If I go in the afternoon, the girl's going to cooperate. At least that's what it's been thus far. And as far as movement goes, I've felt it went from little flutters here and there to, oh my god, what the heck was that in my stomach? And I think it was just more of, I know people with singleton say that you gradually feel everything and it just kind of comes, but maybe because I have two, it was just like, it felt weird at first, and I didn't really know what it was. It just felt like it literally felt like my intestines just moved all of a sudden, and I guess it was just both of them moving at the same time. But now I've gotten used to it, and so I can feel them pretty good, and the boy is still a little bit more active than the girl. They're both very active in the morning when I first get up, of course, and then when I'm nighttime, they're pretty active too. So those are the two times that I feel them the most. I feel them throughout the day, but not like constantly. We got plenty of pictures of the baby girl, which was good because she cooperated during the scan. And then they did do my my blood work, which I haven't gotten the results back, but it's been a week now. So I think if anything was wrong, they would have contacted me already. And the doctor reiterated that my cervix was still very long and looked healthy, and I'm just in a good situation with my cervix compared to some other people with twins. And that, you know, I follow a couple people here, and you know, I've had one of my IVF sisters lose both her twins, and then I've had one that lost one of her twins, and they were all at they were having issues at 20 weeks to 22 weeks, and then they had the babies at 24 weeks, and it's just a mess. And so, you know, during my week 20 until we did the scan and stuff, I was really on edge as far as, you know, just worried about, I'm only at the 20-week mark, which meant I had 4 weeks to go, and so anything can happen. And so I think I'm just going to be on pins and needles until I at least make the 24-week. I'm sure I'll be on pins and needles after that, but at least 24-week is viability. And my doctor did say that, you know, typically after 24 weeks, if you hadn't had any issues with your cervix at that point, then you're not going to. Each week, of course, it gets a little, you know, the percentage of something happening decreases, but you know, you just never know. Something could change in a blink of an eye. So he did say that he didn't think I needed to come every 2 weeks unless I really wanted to, because my insurance only covers so much. And so I told him I at least wanted to continue coming 2 weeks until I passed the viability point, and then at that point, just let me know. But honestly, we paid so much money to, you know, have these children, and to get them, and I don't mind paying the extra money to make sure that they are doing okay and to possibly catch something early, so that it can be fixed, and plus, like I said, anything can happen at any time, so the more pictures I get of these beautiful, beautiful blessings of mine, the better. So if I can get pictures every 2 weeks, I'm going to get pictures every 2 weeks, whether they're sleeping and not cooperating or what. So yeah, it's just, and they both are head down, which is kind of weird because the boy had always been head down. The girl had been head up. So she's obviously turned. And so they're both head down at this time, and he did say that they could switch back and forth a couple times, but because there's not a lot of room in there, he doesn't foresee that happening. But the little girl definitely, it was funny because the tech had a picture of both of them on the screen, and I'm still surprised she could get both of them on the screen, but the little girl was kind of bunched up in like the fetal position, and again, she was kind of just curled up, and then the little boy, he is like sleeping, and he is stretched out. I mean, stretched out. And you could see the little girl, she started like pedaling her feet a little bit, and her little butt was hitting his butt. And it was like she was just trying to make him move, like, give me some space. Like, he was definitely they're the same size, but he was just stretched out and wasn't sharing at all. So that was cute. My mom and my mother-in-law went with me to that appointment, and so that was kind of our exciting moment, was seeing the little girl, try to push her brother around to get some space there. And then as far as week 21, same thing, just indigestion, tired, and then backaches and pains. Still eating whatever I want. The one perk thing that we did during this week was we did actually get to paint the nursery, which was awesome. I finally came up with a color scheme anyway. We're not going to have a theme because I just have too much stuff. People have already given me, like, my parents, they like superheroes, so they give me superhero stuff. My mom likes Disney, so she's giving me Disney stuff. Our friends like different things, and they've been giving us stuff, so we're not really going to have a theme. Just more colors would be matchy, I guess. And I still am kind of nesting as far as taking stuff upstairs in our house downstairs, because our main level is upstairs, but we have a basement, and we have to get new carpet because the carpet we have right now has been there since the house has been built, and that was when his father purchased it when it was brand new, and that was in the 70s. So we still have kind of like shag carpet, if you know what that is, and so we need to get that taken care of. And so I've been moving furniture, well, not furniture, but the smaller things downstairs, and my husband's been helping move furniture downstairs. So we have definitely been busy with that, and hopefully we'll have new carpet next week. So I'm excited, and then I can start getting the nursery taken care of as far as putting stuff up and hanging clothes up, seeing what we have and don't have. So I'm very excited about that. And then we did get a new, my husband, I think he's going to kill me. We did get a new housemate. It's another dog. We still have Monty, who fits in the family just great. His owner's actually supposed to be getting him back, I think within the next week or two, because he's moving. And then, but I had another friend who was kind of in the same situation and needed a foster dog, or a foster for their dog for a couple months, because, I think people think that just because you're in a bad situation that you have to give your animal up. You don't. Being in the foster system, we actually have people who do long-term fostering. So if you need a couple months to, get back on your feet, or, you need to, do some things in your life, and it takes a couple months, we have people that will actually foster the animal for that time, so you don't have to give them up. It's hard giving up an animal when you've had them for so long, and this dog was 7 years old, and he's a little min pin, and cutest thing ever. So we did get him, so I've got a system that I've got to learn because now I have 5 dogs in my house. But it's coming along pretty good. I just keep telling my husband if we can handle 5 dogs in our house, we can handle twins when they get here. So we will have, his name is Bane, we will have him for a couple months till my friend gets back on his feet. So yeah, we've got plenty of stuff keeping us busy, and the nursery is coming along, and very excited. We've had tons of friends and family help us out. So yeah, and I think my friend is working on the baby shower, which won't be till March, but she's just kind of getting stuff in hand. So once we get the nursery, I'm excited to see what we have and what we don't have, and then being able to go register. And I'm a big person to get what you need, so I'm more interested in that part. And then we'll have some items I'm sure we'll splurge on a little bit, but for the most part we will definitely be putting stuff that we need on the registry. So so yeah, I think that's about it. We are still considering cloth diapering. I did get some cloth diapers from someone fairly cheap, so we're going to try those. And if you have a certain brand that you prefer when it comes to cloth diapering, please list that below, because I want to make sure I get a couple of each brand and a couple of each style, because I know every baby's different. So you know, I might have something that works great for my son but doesn't work great for my daughter. So it's definitely going to be a trial basis. And so yeah, I'm still learning about the cloth diapering. But yeah, if you have any suggestions, please leave that. And also, if you've, well, twins or singletons, just your must-haves as, you know, as a parent with newborns, put those down below too. So, because I just want to make sure I get everything that we really need and that would really help out as far as when the twins come. So yeah, again, I'll be 22 weeks tomorrow, so I'm very excited. I only have 2 more weeks till I hit 24 weeks, and I will promise to do my best to keep you guys updated a little more. I know I've been slacking, I do apologize. And so yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, please thumbs up and then subscribe if you want to continue following my journey. Again, I'll promise I will try my best to give you more updates. I was doing it every 2 weeks, so I may continue doing that. But if I get a little extra time, I'll definitely do it every week for you, or give you a little something every week. That's my goal anyway. So yeah, thank you again for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye.